The Apocryphon of John, also known as the Secret Book of John, or the Secret Revelation of John, claims to give an account of the true nature of the creation of the universe and of the secret knowledge needed for salvation, as dictated by Jesus Christ to John the Apostle.
Those who wish to know the contents of these teachings are invited and encouraged to affirm this desire by proclaiming that they want to learn. In the beginning there was nothing, and then there was Him. The first being, the monad, who existed first and existed in perfection, and from whom all subsequent creation would emanate. The monad and his divine emanations he called the aeons created the pleroma, where everything existed in purity and harmony.
Chief among these emanations was the luminous mother, the first thought from which all subsequent thoughts would emerge. The monad named her Barbelo, and with the monad's help, she would emanate children of her own. First, Barbelo emanated a son, born of divine reason, who was named the Logos, the Anointed One, the Christ.
Next, Barbelo's daughter, born of divine wisdom, was named Sophia, who wished to know all of the Divine Father and produce emanations of her own.
She left the pleroma, and without the monad's consent, began to emanate alone.
But the emanation, due to her lack of power, was born ignorant, malformed, and imperfect.
Horrified by the fruits of this mutilated, immaculate conception, she named her son Yaldabaoth, child of darkness, and abandoned him in the void beyond the pleroma.
And so Yaldabaoth opened his eyes, alone in the dark void, and seeing that he was alone in his divine ignorance, he proclaimed, "There is no other God but me."
At the same time, Yaldabaoth could feel the mysterious, stronger power within himself, passed down from Sophia, who had received it from Barbelo, who had received it from the monad himself, a fragment of the perfect divine spark hailing from the pleroma, which angered Yaldabaoth, who, fearing that he should lose it, decided to build a prison for the spark within, and so resolved to create reality. In his first divine decree, Yaldabaoth spoke, "Let us create the human." And the primordial human was created as a vessel for which to house the divine spark safely.
But seeing that this primordial human would want to emanate its own creations like Yaldabaoth and Sophia before it, Yaldabaoth split the human into man and woman, which he called Adam and Eve. To ensure their divine sparks would never escape the material world, Yaldabaoth resolved to give the humans a prison so beautiful they would never want to leave.
And so Yaldabaoth spoke, "Let there be light."
And there was light, and Yaldabaoth saw it would be good. And Yaldabaoth then spoke, "Let us create the heavens and the earth."
And the Garden of Eden was created, and Yaldabaoth saw it would be good too. And Adam and Eve were free to roam the garden. And in the garden, Adam and Eve found the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. And Yaldabaoth knew that if they ate of the tree, the humans would surely know that he was evil. And so Yaldabaoth spoke, "You shall not eat of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, or you shall die."
Now, in the Pleroma, the Christ observed all that Yaldabaoth did, and, wanting to save the humans and return their divine spark to the monad, he devised a plan.
Disguised as a serpent, Christ entered the garden and spoke to the humans. He told them that Yaldabaoth was a liar, and that if they ate the fruit, they would surely not die, but rather see that Yaldabaoth was evil and that their garden was a prison. And so, Eve and Adam ate the fruit, and they saw in fact that they did not die, and they saw in fact that Yaldabaoth was evil, and they saw in fact that the garden was in fact a prison. The Christ fled, and Yaldabaoth returned. He saw that they had eaten the fruit and now recognized him as evil. He cursed the man, cursed the woman, and cursed the serpent. He saw now that he was at war with the Pleroma, and would spend the next few millennia preparing for the Christ's inevitable return.